I have watched Taylor for the last 14 years. And I just now learned yesterday his actual name, how you say it, is not Tyrod Taylor. The announcers call him Tyrod Taylor. Fans call him Tyrod Taylor. Everyone calls him Tyrod Taylor. And he came out yesterday and said, it's not Tyrod Taylor. My name is T-Rod Taylor. T-E Rod Taylor. T-Rod Taylor. It's not Tyrod. Okay, anyway, guys. He is the starting quarterback for the New York Jets this week versus us. And Justin Fields got benched after last week and the Broncos game, so I kind of like this better, to be honest, because Justin Fields is more mobile. And I feel like, especially with our run defense, if he gets out on the corner or he gets out in any way, he could just take off running on us. Tyrod Taylor, I feel like we can somewhat control and monitor better. So I kind of do like, Tyrod starting over Justin Fields. But Tyrod can throw the football. He actually does have an arm to him. Justin Fields, some of the passes are wild. Tyrod, I feel like, is a little bit more accurate. 126 yards last week versus Carolina. 22 or 10 completions out of 22 attempts. The week before that versus, actually not the week before that, the month before that, he went ahead and lost to Tampa Bay, where they put up 197 yards and 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. And by the way, last week versus Carolina, he also did throw 2 interceptions. And then he did play, I think this is opening game. No, Buffalo was week 2, I believe. Week 2, they played Buffalo, and they lost 30-10. And Tyrod put up 56 yards, a touchdown, and no interception. So, listen, this guy's been playing since 2011, okay? This is not someone who's brand new to football. This is someone who's spent a lot of time with the Baltimore Ravens. He ended up taking the Buffalo Bills to the playoffs because of us, because we beat the Ravens, which ended up putting the Bills in the playoffs with Tyrod Taylor as the quarterback. I'm calling him Tyrod. I don't care. I understand it's T-Rod, but I'm calling him Tyrod. Anyway, so this is a guy who's been around the league for a good chunk of time. He spent time with the Chargers, the Texans, the Giants, the Jets. He did spend 1 year with the Browns. Every journeyman quarterback, Jacoby Brissett, Tyrod Taylor, whoever, always has to spend 1 year with the Cleveland Brownies. It's just like a rite of passage. Everyone has to do it. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how I feel about playing Tyrod Taylor. I don't know how he's going to play. Just because, again, this is a brand new quarterback. It's not someone we got to see a lot of game tape on this year with the Jets. Good chunk, let's say 3 games or 2.5 games. But again, like I said, it's going to be interesting. He's not as mobile as Justin Fields is. So we're going to somewhat have to rely more on his arm to beat us than his legs. Now, he is still mobile. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to say that like he's not mobile at all, because he's still a mobile quarterback. So far this year, he's put up 80 rushing yards on 14 attempts, right? But when you're comparing him to Justin Fields, he's not as mobile as Justin Fields is, if that makes sense. It's also because he's, 36 years old, almost 37 years old. Like, Justin Fields is a baby. He's going to be so much faster, younger, quicker, everything. But 14 rushes for 80 yards. How much is that at average? Hold up. I know they have the little average things here. Okay, there we go. 5.7 yards per attempt. That's what his per run he's gotten with that 80 yards. So, again, still mobile, just not as mobile. And I'm not really too worried more about his speed. I'm more worried about we need to shut him down with his arm strength. So, we'll see. It's going to be a trap game no matter what way you look at it. This game versus the Jets, it's a trap game. You go into this game, we should win, we should kill them, we just should destroy them. But it's the same thing when the Broncos played the Jets a couple weeks ago. That should have been a game where the Jets got destroyed by the Broncos. Ended up the Broncos won 13-10. Or 13-11, 13-11. that's just kind of how these games go versus the Jets. You go into them, you think you're going to destroy them, and it ends up being a lot closer than you want it to be. You squeak out a victory, and you don't know how to feel other than, okay, let's worry about next week. Let's keep going to the next week. So, I think we'll be fine. Again, like I said, we're going to win this game no matter what, but this game might be closer than we expected. With Tyrod Taylor, I, again, fear it a lot more from the circumstance of I think Tyrod could throw the ball better than Justin Fields. But Justin Fields, if we played him, he was going to probably run all over the place. Although against the Broncos, because he couldn't run, he kind of just became stationary, and that's when they kind of took the L. Tyrod Taylor, we'll see. But across the board, it's Tyrod Taylor. I don't want it to be Tyrod Taylor. I don't want to live in a life where it's Tyrod. I want to live in a life where it's Tyrod. Sorry. Anyway, if anyone's wondering, because someone commented in my last video, why is your beard gone? Why is your beard gone? I lost a bet with a Browns fan. Thought the Browns were going to lose to the Dolphins. So, I had to shave my face as a result of losing a bet. Yes. I know. It is what it is. Thank you so much, though, for the people down below who told me that I still look good. I appreciate you. Now I need to get a haircut, but I guess I'll lose another bet for that, too. I'm not shaving my head, though. Don't even think about it.